This is the brief on the Posse Comitatus Act. Okay, so what is this thing? Basically, it's a really important federal law from way back in 1878. And it sets down some hard rules about when the U.S. military can, and maybe more importantly, when it can't step in and act like domestic police. First, the main idea here is keeping military and civilian law enforcement strictly separate. You know, the name Posse Comitatus actually comes from Latin, meaning power of the county. Kind of like sheriffs calling up regular folks back in the day. But the federal act? It does the opposite. It flat out says active duty federal troops can't enforce civilian laws. Simple as that. It's about keeping those rules apart. Second, you gotta know why this law even exists. It popped up right after the Civil War and Reconstruction. Back then, the Army was used pretty heavily as a police force, especially down south. So Congress stepped in to stop that kind of federal overreach and really reinforce the idea that law enforcement, that's a job for civilians. Now keep in mind, this usually doesn't cover the National Guard when they're working for the state, or the Coast Guard, because they have specific policing duties anyway. And finally, this act, it's not totally airtight. Congress built in some exceptions. The big one is the Insurrection Act that goes back to 1807. It gives the president the power in really extreme situations to deploy troops domestically. Think like putting down a major insurrection or when the normal legal system just totally breaks down. Otherwise, yeah, the military can lend a hand indirectly, like sharing info or gear, but they can't be out there making arrests or doing searches. That's off limits. So yeah, the Posse Comitatus Act is still that key legal guardrail stopping federal troops from becoming our everyday police force.
Thanks for watching our channel. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe.